Yeah.
All right.
Well, you're good.
All right. It's Johnjay and Rich in the studio. Very special guest, Zendaya. Are we saying it right, Zendaya?
It's Zendaya.
Zendaya. See, you know how...
Like Zendaya.
Do you know how I figured that out? Do you know how I know? My
How do you know?
7-year-old daughter corrected me when I first said, I said, hey, Zendaya's coming. She's like, it's in Zendaya. You better get it right.
That's
she,
right.
She warned me about
That's
it.
my girl.
She's a huge fan of Shake It Up, and I think I've seen every single episode. And I'm wondering, how in the world do you get all those moves down for each episode?
It's not easy, but I think, for obviously hip hop is my background. So that was a lot easier than Dancing with the Stars, which was not my, my forte. So I think it's like anything you do. If you do it over and over again, it becomes like second nature,
So when you were first on Dancing with the Stars, now I've watched Shake It Up with my kids. I got a 9-year-old, I got a 10-year-old, and a 7-year-old. All boys,
right.
all boys.
Okay. Gotcha.
And they're big fans of the show. So when we started watching Dancing with the Stars, and I saw you first perform, I texted my friend Scotty Fink at Hollywood Records. You know Scotty, right?
Yes.
I texted him. I said, "My God, this girl is going to be a star." Right? I said, "This girl, if she can sing, if she can do it, this girl's going to be a star." And he said, "Wait for it. Wait until the fall. She's got an album coming out." Blah, blah. Then he texted me yesterday, and he said, "When Zendaya's in there, you got to tell her the story about what you said to me when you first saw her on Dancing with the Stars."
Well, here we are.
Right?
And there you go.
Then I saw you on the Ellen Show in the whole little red outfit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And what is the nationality of your parents? Because you guys have a very unique name in your family.
My dad is African American and my mom is Caucasian, so I'm a little mixed baby. And we just have cool names, partly because my dad changed his name when I was younger, so his name is Kazembe. So he wasn't always Kazembe. And then my name is Zendaya, and we all three have different last names.
And your mom's, is it Claire?
It's Claire. Yeah.
Okay, so I was wondering how you went with more of a Zendaya and less than a Claire.
Claire, yeah, exactly.
But you didn't pick that name. You Zendaya as your parents gave it to you.
Yeah, my parents picked that.
But why do you have
obviously,
three?
I
You were
could
saying
probably
you
do
have 3 different last names. Why do you guys all?
What's up with that?
So you see, my dad's last name used to be Coleman, so I was a Coleman. My mom never changed her last name; she just kept Stormer, and my dad changed his last name to Ajamu. So we're the Coleman Stormer Ajamus.
Wow.
Crazy.
Right?
That is
It's
How
pretty
cool
cool.
are you?
So there's like when we go to the airport, people are always like, "Well, yes, my dad," but you see what happened was this whole thing, So he
think
really
about
is my
it.
dad. I promise.
Have you ever met another Zendaya?
I have not, but I've heard that there are new babies named Zendaya now.
Well, then that's cool. You know what
That is very cool.
That's all straight up you right there.
That's very cool
And
to hear.
I want to give you a compliment that may not sound like a compliment, but hear
Okay.
me out here for
I
a
will
second.
take it.
Usually, I'm a music freak, just a music freak. Everything I hear, I can go, okay, that sounds like, Cher Lloyd meets Michael Jackson or this.
Yeah.
When I heard your song, which I love, it's really hard for me to go, that sounds like this meets that.
Perfect. That's exactly what I
But
wanted.
it's great, and it's a great song, and it's going to sound great on the radio. It doesn't sound like Rihanna. It doesn't sound like Katy Perry. You got your own thing going on, and I believe that means you were going to be a big star. That's just my personal take on it.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
and
That's what we wanted to do with Replay.
You're part of Hollywood Records and Disney, and they don't ever not put out a big star.
I know.
So you got to be excited as heck that they're behind you pushing because this is going to be ridiculous, right?
I am. I think, I have a great team behind me and, people who that very much support my vision. Everything that I do has come from me and, even down to the songs that I pick, down to like the font or the color of the album and, the treatment or the idea for the first video. Everything is coming from my brain, and it's really great to know that I have people that support that vision and are helping me get to where I want to be.
You know what I heard about you yesterday? So I was doing my little research on you.
Okay.
Watched your Wall Street Journal interview and all that stuff. But what I've heard about you from the higher ups, the big people at the record company, are you 17 or 16?
I just turned 17.
17. They said that no matter what age people come into the record company, they always have to sort of guide them in a direction. And you are the first person that's come through those doors that's had the vision of the kind of artist they want to be and exactly the kind of music that they want to do. They said it's fully realized with you.
It's true. I think I kind of came in there and I was like, this is what I want to do. I have the plan. I just need people to help me get
Where
there.
does that come from, though? You're 17. Like, where does that come from?
I don't know. I think.
Where does it start with you? How old were you when you knew, okay, this is a path for me?
Well, I think it takes a while to know like what what you want when it comes down to like the first album and all that. Obviously, I've always known I want to be a performer. I always knew that that was what I had to do with my life. I couldn't, really see myself doing anything else. But, it took me a while to realize what was my first step. What did I want to create? What do I want to do? And I came in, I was like, I want to create my own lane of music. I want to be rhythmic pop, take pop music and infuse it with more urban R&B undertones to kind of change it up so it's not just like poppy pop music. And I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to be at that caliber of all the big hard time artists going out right now, but just do it in a more positive way so that the kids can listen to it but their parents can too.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Oakland, California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And who does your manicures and pedicures?
Yeah, I always see you have cool
Crazy
nails.
It's the cool nails. It's kind of like my thing. I go to this Japanese nail art place in LA, and they hook me up every time. They know, like, they could literally do anything. I had Michael Jackson nails. Like, I had pictures of Michael Jackson
Oh, that's
on
cool.
my nails, and it was pretty serious.
How often do you have to do that?
I do it like every couple weeks. I just did a movie, like a Disney Channel movie, and I had to cut down my nails, and they were white for like a whole month and a half, and it was torture, especially
movie?
for me. I know girls can understand.
What movie is that?
It's called Zapped. It's not gonna be out till like next year, but it's
Zapped?
You go with
Is
the
it
gel.
a copy? Is it a remake of the 1980s movie Zapped starring Scott Baio?
It is not.
Look at how excited he got.
I
Stop
apologize.
it.
I apologize.
I asked about
You
your
know
nails.
that movie, right?
I asked about you. Are they gel? Do you do the gel?
I
or
do.
you
I do the.
That's
you know
why
your
they last
stuff.
2
You know your
weeks.
stuff.
I got a daughter. I have to know this
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you will.
So what's the name of the song? We'll play it.
What?
Introduce the song.
Oh, well, my song is called Replay, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Well, thank you, Zendaya. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you
in.
for having me.